5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hood! Hood! Playoffs! Hood! Playoffs! Shit. Rounds! Playoffs! Playoffs! Rounds! Playoffs! RDL2 and hits the franchise guru. Tupac back. Y'all let him in the playoffs now. Tupac back. Booney, what's up?
What's man? Good to be back, man. Well, shit, I never left.
Never left. Sorry, I never left. Sorry for the first time I never left. I'm back for the first time. Sorry I never left. So listen, Booney. Week 17 was turmoil. And I seen you made a video and shit. Go check that video out on the Real Boom's YouTube channel, Madden Franchise Junkies. Go check out that playoff video he threw out there talking shit. Telling me to fuck me and all this other shit. You know what I'm talking about? Talking about I said he wasn't going to make the playoffs. I did say you wasn't going to make the playoffs. I also said you was going to lose 6 games this year. And you wasn't going to make the playoffs if the motherfucking L Trainee ain't motherfucking sit his starters in week 17 without having an X, Y, or Z next to his team's name. Like, who does that?
Triad of the year.
Who the hell does that? Yo ass should be sitting home right now. Now, let me get real for a moment. No dick riding and nothing. But the scariest shit is I can ever see that just happen was them letting you sneak in the playoffs right now. I feel like some good things is great happen, man. For real. Like, I really feel like this is crazy. This playoff year is nuts right now, man. And it's going to start with the wild card round. Hey, man, the 2 games that got played on Friday night were... I ain't watching this shit. This shit boring as hell. Fuck going on over here. Oh, man, we watched the Seahawks and the Saints play. They both my boys. 2 Live Crew. Shout out to 2 Live Crew. Uncle Luke, my commissioner and shit. Way to work, baby, but you took that L. But that was the most boringest game in the world, and here's why. I watched the same players play. The same 2 coaches. Like, y'all could tell y'all came from each other's coach tree. You know how, like, in college, you got... Nah, I ain't gonna say college. Bill Belichick, all his guys end up getting head coaching jobs somewhere. Fucking, you know, people get coaching jobs off of somebody's tree, but the tree starts from somewhere. So that's how I was watching this game. It was counter, field goal. Counter, field goal. Inside run, draw, screen, field goal. That's how that game went. But guess what? It's still the playoffs, bitch. You gotta play smart football, whatever. That's what you want to call it. 6-9, New Orleans, the home team took that win. What you gotta say about that game, Booney?
Not a damn thing.
I'm going to give him some love right here, man. Dude had to play with Geno Smith. His quarterback, the rookie, got knocked out of the game when he played me week 17. But highlight did his thing, though. Raquel Armstead had 19 carries for 137 yards. He didn't score, but these running backs all touched the ball early and often. There wasn't really nothing going on in the passing game at all. No receivers caught a pass. So this was just a defense and put it on a good foot type game. So we ain't going to talk about that. Then we get to the Broncos and the Jets game. And this was a 6-3 game. What's going on in the wild cards right now, Boom?
Man, we got these fucking baseball scores and shit.
These niggas playing soccer, hockey, something going on. These motherfuckers playing hockey and baseball out this bitch. Oh, man. But then we get to the day, Saturday's games, and we get to the Panthers and the Redskins, and shit, 45-13. Dirty Rat got his ass whipped after he got out the Uber. He got his ass whipped, bro. And this guy... Nah, I don't know where it came from, because look, Sam Darnold was 2 for 4, and Riley Ferguson came in this game also and was 1 for 3. 33% and 50%, right? No touchdown passes. No 1 touchdown pass. Here's where it came at, though. Cam Akers, the Florida State product, 16 carries, 121, 7.6, 4 touchdowns. Ty Gurley had 19 carries, 52 yards, but he averaged 2.7. He got shut. He still scored 2 touchdowns. And Keith Marshall gave 3.6 yards a carry in this game. So this game was strictly a defensive game because they ain't really had no receivers that made any plays in this game. Equanimous St. Browns did some work a little bit, but no touchdowns. And it probably came down to the defense and ball coach sacking the shit out of them all game long. 3.5 sacks by Montez Sweat, 2.5 sacks by Tyquan Lewis, and Jonathan Allen had 2 sacks. Even Sue Cravens had a sack. Trent Murphy had a half a sack, so somebody else was sitting on. Oh yeah, it was up top 3.5. So he was just fucking his quarterback up all game long, man. That's how that shit went. 45-13 ball game, got their ass whipped. And then the game of the day, Browns Steelers. Now this is a rival. And this is an end division rival, and for y'all to play 3 times, I told you this last night, man. It's gonna be hard to play somebody 3 times in a row. If you go back and look at the score, the predictions of this game, what did I say this score was gonna be, Boom?
Shit, I forgot, man. I was too focused on the damn game.
When I predicted this score, I predicted it to be 44-17 you. Right? So it's something I knew that nobody else knew in this situation. All right, you scored 31 points, 31-17. You still blew Albert the fuck out, and you beat him 7 times in a row right now. Now, with that being said, I knew this was... Most games, when you play somebody 3 times in the season, they're hard to win. Like, it's hard for somebody to stay consistent and win all 3 of those games. But you played 2 close games with him. And the reason why I never would have picked Albert to win this game was the last game y'all played, I watched how he played you. And he played not to lose that game after being up 23-9. He played not to lose that in the 4th quarter and lost it. And in that game, you found your rhythm. Your quarterback got hot, and he's been hot ever since then. So I knew that you would blow him out in this game. And you did, 31-17. Good job. We've seen a Nick Chubb sight in this game. Nick Chubb came back and played huge for you. I mean, Nkosi only threw 3 passes in this game, though. What's going on with that, Boone? Is that what you telling us right now? Heavy dosage of the run?
It wasn't this game. This game, you know, we take what the defense gives us. If you look at it, man, Perry chimed in with, I think, 55 yards rushing. So
he definitely had 55 yards rushing, 7, and he averaged 7.9 a carry, which is great. But here's where I like Nick Chubb is the Nick Chubb side. He's back. 21 carries, 150 yards, 2 touchdowns. Dalvin Cook went off too, 14 carries for 161. I think you're going to have to bring that rushing total down in this next ball game, or you're going to have a long day. But this was a good game, though, man. 31-17, good game on you. Kudos to make it to the divisional round after you snuck in the playoffs. I don't believe this shit. I'm going to tell y'all one more time. The Bengals sat their starters week 17 not knowing that they was in the playoffs. Like, you ain't got no X, Y, or Z next to your name. You are not guaranteed to make the playoffs. Sat his starters, took a L, and knocked himself out the playoffs and let Booney right in the playoffs right now. So the Browns open up with the Jaguars. We're waiting on that game before we can move on in the divisional round, and that game should be played within later on tonight or tomorrow sometime. But we're waiting for that. And then let's get to the divisional rounds. And the divisional rounds, the big game today was 2 big games. They were 2 great games today. The Broncos and the Raiders, man. I'm going to say this right now. 6 Oos, you got my respect right now, bro. I'm just going to tell you that right now. You do have my respect right now. 6 Oos, I'm not going to say nothing bad about you until next season. All right? You got my word on that. Hell of a game today, my boy. 27-24. But I told y'all the Broncos was hot. I told y'all this was the hottest team in the AFC right now. And he pulled that win out in overtime, 27-24. And not only did he pull the win out, he did some bullshit, Boom. He won the toss in overtime, and he elected to play D like he was in college.
Man, he ain't trying to do that shit.
Yes, nah, he did that shit on purpose, my boy. I think he did it on purpose. For real. Or he probably thought he probably smoked some motherfucking, he probably smoked a bag of Reggie Bush, and that shit confused him and shit. Had that motherfucker like, wait, am I playing college right now? This Reggie.
That nigga thought he thought it was like the first half, man.
I don't know, he tripping, right?
That nigga that don't understand football, the game.
That nigga said, I'm going to play D first. But he won the game, man. That was big, yo. And then the game of the night was Redskins 49ers, man. Boom, you watched this whole game, right? This was a tough ass game, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now, this was tough, bro. Like anytime I play the Redskins, man, it's gonna be a straight cloud and dust football game, and the passing game was non-existent except for jump balls for him, and the passing game was non-existent for me, except for a couple of go get it plays myself. So this was all cloud and dust, man, the run game and defense, and that's what it came down to. And this game came down to the wire. It was a tough game, man. It was a few things that happened for both of us in this game. Madden God saved me. I ain't gonna lie. Lamar Jackson got the shit hit out of him, fumbled. A lineman picked it up, fumbled, and then another lineman picked it up. So that was Madden God saving me. And then he missed a wide open pass on 4th and 2. He missed a wide open receiver and threw an interception and shit. But other than that, man, he played a really tough game though. His running back had a good day. He broke like a 70-80 yarder on me for a touchdown. But other than that, though, Boone, I kind of shut him down. His offense was non-existent outside of throwing up jump balls and make that one big run. Because other than that, his running back never got out the backfield. Now, on the other flip, L.J. Scott is back. We didn't start him in this game, but he still produced for a touchdown in this game. But it was all with the MVP. The MVP won this ball game. Boone won this ball game today. So it was a big game. So, man, you know, the Niners punched their ticket to the NFC Championship, and the Broncos punched their ticket to the NFC Championship. So I'm saying to my other Death Row members, meet me there. Meet me there. Let's go. You know who I'm talking to. Meet me there. Let's go. And boom, get your ass over there right now, you heard?
Yeah. Wait.
RDL2, the best league around, hands down. Don't ask nobody, find out yourself. We are out. We will holla at y'all in the NFC and AFC championship games. Holla.